Think you know the world of luxury watches? Prepare to be surprised. In this video, we are busting the biggest myths and misconceptions surrounding high-end luxury watches, from the real reason behind their hefty price tags to shocking truths about their timekeeping accuracy. We're diving deep into the secrets that even seasoned enthusiasts might not know. Stay tuned, your perception of luxury watches is about to change forever. A common assumption is that luxury watches, especially high-end mechanical ones, are the pinnacle of timekeeping accuracy. I mean, why would they still be around even though we have our phones on us at all times anyways? In truth, even the most exquisite mechanical watches cannot match the precision of a basic quartz watch or a digital clock. Mechanical watches are affected by factors like temperature changes, magnetic fields, and positional variances, which can cause them to lose or gain several seconds per day, in addition to their innately inaccuracy. Quartz watches, regulated by the consistent vibration of a quartz crystal, typically deviate by only a few seconds per month. Even the most finely crafted mechanical watches, like those from Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet, typically have an accuracy of about, on average, plus minus 5 to 10 seconds per day. Factors such as temperature changes, gravity, and the position of the watch can affect your precision. Luxury mechanical watches are celebrated for their engineering, artistry, and heritage rather than their unparalleled timekeeping precision. Their value lies in the intricate craftsmanship and the tradition of mechanical watchmaking. So, in short, luxury mechanical watches are celebrated more for their craftsmanship, complexity, and heritage than for their unmatched accuracy. Many people believe that the world of luxury watches is predominantly male-oriented, with a few options available for women. While it is true that men's watches have historically dominated the market, luxury watch brands have increasingly focused on creating high-quality, intricate watches specifically for women. Brands like Cartier, Rolex, or Jaeger-LeCoultre offer women's watches that are not just, smaller or diamond-studded versions of men's models, but are designed with unique movements and complications tailored for female enthusiasts. A really great example here is a Norqain. The Norqain Adventure Sport is a great example of providing, a watch for smaller wrists without the unnecessary diamonds. They just look amazing, but they're not completely decked out. There's also this shift in general in which a lot of brands like Hamilton, for example, now offer their most popular models in the smaller diameters to include smaller wrists too, which, often happen, but not, exclusively happen to be female wrists. And that is a trend I love to see. While some believe that all luxury watches increase in value over time, this is not typically the case. Only certain models from certain brands like Rolex, Patek, or AP may appreciate, often due to rarity, limited production, or historical significance. Some great example for exceptional appreciation is the Rolex Paul Newman Daytona. Initially, this was not a popular model when it was first released, the first reference 6239 in 1963, but it gained immense value after being associated with actor Paul Newman. Same goes for the 5711 from Patek, which peaked when its discontinuation was announced. So as you can see, it is important to buy luxury watches for personal enjoyment and appreciation of the craftsmanship rather than, as guaranteed investments. If investment is a goal, thorough research and expert consultation are essential to, make an informed decision. And even with that, I wouldn't advise anyone on considering luxury watches as a serious investment. People often think that luxury watches are built to withstand any conditions, including being submerged in water. While some luxury watches are designed for diving and have high levels of water resistance, like a Rolex Submariner or an Omega Seamaster Diver 300M, many are not intended to be exposed to water at all. Dress watches, for example, this A. Lange & Söhne Zeitwerk, may only be splash resistant, if that. Assuming that all luxury watches are waterproof can lead to damaging a very expensive watch in the worst case. It's crucial to understand the specific water resistance rating of watch before exposing it to anything related to water. So here's how you can understand water resistant ratings. So 3 ATM or 30 meters is suitable for everyday use. It's resistant to minor splashes, but not recommended for taking it for a swim or bathing. 50 meters or 5 ATM can handle brief immersion in water, such as showering, but not swimming. Then you've got the 10 ATM, the 100 meters. Those are suitable for swimming and, I don't know, if you fancy a snorkeling session. And everything above the 200 meters, so the 20 ATM, are appropriate for professional marine activities and, just serious surface water sports. If you do not follow the rules, you risk serious damage to your watch, you can have a mechanical movement corrosion, so the water ingress can lead to rust and corrosion of the delicate components inside the watch in the movement. dial and hand damage, so that the moisture can cause discolorations or just, rust and damage to the dial and hands overall. The crystal could be fogging up, so you've got condensation inside the watch, and that can fog up your crystal, indicating that water has somehow entered the case. So to sum things up, not all luxury watches are designed for water exposure. Understanding and adhering to the manufacturer's water resistance guidelines is essential to protect the watch from damage. I hear that a lot, and it's a very widespread belief that luxury watches are merely overpriced accessories. Most people do know about the oftentimes, precious metals being used or jewels from inside the movement. And I mean, yeah, if you strip it down to just the cost of material, you won't ever get to that price of, let's say, like $6,000 for a full steel watch Rolex. But that perspective overlooks the artistry and labor involved in the creation. Crafting a luxury watch often involves hundreds of individual components, each meticulously designed and assembled by skilled artisans. The movements inside of these watches can include complications like you've got perpetual calendars, moon phases, tourbillons, which require immense precision to function correctly. And even without those super intricate complications, those designs and movements are the results of years and years of research and development, and those departments never stand still. And yes, marketing also plays a huge part in it too. Luxury isn't an essential, and it's about making you feel like you have something special. Without the proper marketing, it would be significantly more difficult for those brands to deliver that message. So a lot of their investment goes into that department too, and part of that is also the pricing. Last but not least, I am giving you a not so little bonus fact, one of the juiciest myths that could actually really be an entire video by itself. Swiss made is a statement that gets thrown out a lot, especially micro brands love to use it to make sure that people understand how high quality their watches are, because the world associates Swiss made, especially in regards to watches, with the best of qualities. But many people, especially if you're not super deep into the hobby, do not know that for a watch to be labeled as Swiss made does not necessarily have to be built in Switzerland, and here's why. Officially, to sum it all up, the legal standard for the use of Swiss made on a watch, they are very minimum standards, and the Swissness of a watch is largely dependent on the brand and its reputation. So according to Swiss law, it should be the following. A watch is considered Swiss according to the Swiss law if, number one, its technical development is carried out in Switzerland and the movement is Swiss, and its movement is cased up in Switzerland, and the manufacturer carries out the final inspection in Switzerland, and that's a mouthful, 60% of the manufacturing costs are incurred in Switzerland. But then, to be a bit more precise, a watch movement is considered Swiss, which is part of the mentioned above. Its technical development is carried out in Switzerland, and it has been assembled in Switzerland, and it has been inspected by the manufacturer in Switzerland. Last one, and the constituent parts made in Switzerland, excluding the cost of assembling them, represents at least 50% of the value of all the constituent parts, and 60% of the manufacturing costs are incurred in Switzerland. I know that was a lot, but it is important. So if watch movement is intended for export, it will not be cased up in Switzerland, but it otherwise meets the criteria to be considered a Swiss movement. The watch may say Swiss movement, but it may not say Swiss made, nor Swiss and then abbreviation for movement on the watch case or dial, for example. So you see that this is not really a black and white issue, and there is a lot of leeway for manufacturers on how to interpret certain aspects of the requirements needed. And so here we have it, 5+1 of the most common misconceptions about luxury watches and the truth behind it. Is there something you used to believe about watches and got proven wrong once you got into the hobby? If so, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more videos like this one and everything else watch related, I recommend subscribing to my channel, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye!